If you're eager to learn how to create and sell beautiful AI art, this is the course for you. This course is designed to explore the new revolutionary technology of AI art using the most powerful tool out there, Midjourney. In this course, I will cover everything you need to know about using Midjourney. We will go from the basic techniques for generating AI art to the most advanced features available in Midjourney, enabling you to create highly customizable AI art. Lastly, we will cover different platforms and services available to sell the artwork. We will work on a number of projects, and throughout the course, I will walk you through my thinking process and workflow as I create stunning art images. This will give you a deeper understanding of how to make the most out of Midjourney and create your own unique, beautiful art. My name is Saad, and I have educational background in business and mathematics, plus a decade of experience working in business, marketing, and product-related roles in various Fortune 500 companies and startups, including Deloitte, PwC, Microsoft, and BMO, to name a few. I will keep updating this course every time Midjourney releases a new version, so you will have a lifetime resource for learning Midjourney. If you choose to enroll, by the end of this course, you will have a stunning AI art portfolio and an online shop set up for selling your artwork, and you would have definitely mastered the art of Midjourney.
In this chapter, we're going to start talking about how to establish a connection with the Midjourney algorithm, how to use Discord, and how to create our first prompt using the Midjourney for our AI art. The first thing that I would recommend you to do, even before you go to Midjourney, is to download Discord for your PC, Mac, or mobile, whichever uh, one you will be using for this course. It's very simple. You just Google download Discord. It will take you to discord.com/downloads and download the software on your PC. Sign up with Discord if you haven't before using your own email address. Once you have downloaded the Discord and you can see the chats in front of you, go to midjourney.com. Once you go to midjourney.com, it will bring you to a page like this, where it says join beta, sign in, getting started, and community showcase. Getting started is the library guide, whereas community showcase gives you the different AI art that the community of the Midjourney has created. I would highly recommend you check them out, see what's out there, and take inspiration from the work so that you can understand what you want to do and better learn as a part of the community. The community is very helpful on the Discord channel as well, and I will guide you through how to ask questions and how to raise questions, and that has been one of the biggest learnings for me so far in my 1 year experience of working with AI tools of the Discord community. Everybody is there and willing to help out. Coming back to signing up with Discord, if I click join beta, it's going to take me to my Discord channel. If you already have Discord set up, that is what is expected in this case. If you haven't, it will ask you to sign up with Discord or give you a link to go to Discord and set it up. So make sure you have Discord set it up from before. Now, because I already have a Midjourney account, it took me to this link where I can see the Midjourney channel and all the announcements in it. So this is taking me to the announcement page. If I scroll down, you can see from the left bar, I will find newcomers room. And within newcomers room, there are new channels. Both of them are more or less the same. You can go to either one and you can start seeing other people's art here. So this is all different people have created. Endless life underwater, beautiful image underwater. And this is what the algo created. Now we're going to directly jump into creating our own image to just give you a flavor and a basic idea of how the algorithm works. So all you have to do is type slash and different commands that you can use here will start popping up. So the command that we will be using 90% of the time in this course is imagine. So keep that in mind. Our first thing to do is type slash imagine. the prompt section will pop up, and then you can write anything that you want to create. Let's say I want to create spider woman happy and jumping. I send in the command. So as a free user for Midjourney, you will get 25 free commands in the beginning. After that, Midjourney will ask you to buy a subscription plan, which we will cover next. Since we are using the Midjourney newbie channel, which is open to everyone, it's going to be slow to read, to process the commands, because this is from the free algorithm. And as you can see, okay, now it has started developing. This is the one that we're working with. So keep in mind, this will keep disappearing, because as people send in more and more requests, your request will get fluttered or clustered. Yeah. Okay. So I found mine. Now this was my prompt. Slash imagine is not shown here, but that's how it works. Spider-Man, woman, happy and jumping. This is my ID that I'm using, and you see the image has been created. It created a cartoonic image of it. There are a lot of different ways that we can explore, modify, enhance, change the composition and art in this image. We can upscale them. We can do a lot of different stuff, which we will cover in this course as we go forward. This is just to give you a basic idea to get you excited about how easy it is to generate prompts using this Midjourney tool. Now, if I want to send this image to my personal chatbot, I can use the emoji signs and pick the mail emoji. Make sure the mail emoji that you pick is plain and empty. There is nothing else on it. What this will do is it will ask Discord to send this image to my personal messaging inbox within Discord. So you see, I got a new direct message here on my Discord on the left, if you can see. And now if I go to it, this would be the latest image that we just generated. And you see, it sent that image that we saw there with its job ID and the seed used into my personal Discord channel. Now let's cover a brief introduction about what prompts are. So in the first basic example that we did, we just asked Midjourney to create an image of a happy spider woman jumping. Now that was a text prompt, and text prompts could be very, very simple. It could even be a single word, a phrase, or an emoji. A more advanced version of a prompt would be to create something which has more than just text. And to understand the structure of prompting, there are three basic components to it. First is that you can enter an image. It's not compulsory or mandatory to enter one, but you can, and that is done by defining an image URL. The second thing is the text prompt, just like the one that we created of the Spider Woman. You can write in anything you want describing the type of the image that you want, and Midjourney algorithm will use that information to create the digital art for you. The third feature that we can use is the parameters. Now, parameters are sort of functions and predefined variables within the Midjourney algorithm that it has developed so that it can provide us with more flexibility in customizing the image that we want to create. Parameters can vary in terms of style or weights or different type of characters such as chaos that we want to assign to the image. Now, don't be overwhelmed by all the information. We're going to break this lecture down into subtopics, where in the first section we will cover text prompting in details and how powerful text prompting by itself can be, and we will give you examples of different text prompts and different types of compositions and artistic images and existing images that can be used just by the sheer power of the text prompt to get most out of this tool. Then we will cover a section on parameters where I will go through each and every parameter that is available in Midjourney and provide you a couple of examples of each one to help you understand how that parameter is actually used and use different scenarios and combinations of that parameter with different text prompts to show you how powerful these parameters can be when it comes to creating our own digital art. And lastly, we will further dive down and start using image prompts such as image URLs to see how that plays a role when it comes to creating a digital art. And eventually, by the end of this course, you will be able to use an existing image, add a couple of text prompts on top of it with a few predefined parameters that you have learned in this course to create fascinating digital art that we can take and show out to the world through and sell it to them through different platforms that are available at our disposal to sell digital art. In this module, we will cover the different subscription plans that are offered by Midjourney. So as you can see from the URL, I've opened the Midjourney library, and here you'll see multiple sections in which Midjourney provides a user guide for different sections about Midjourney. So I would recommend as a secondary resource, take a look at the guide as well, go through it and understand different concepts and how Midjourney is explaining it. Although everything in the guide has been covered in the course, but it's still a good resource for you to get a revision and get the perspective of Midjourney developers directly. Coming back to the subscription plans, there are three different tiers of plans available: basic, standard, and pro. If you get an yearly subscription, you get a 20% discount on all three of them. Now let's see what each plan offers us. So one of the important things that we need to look at is the fast GPU time. This determines the amount of minutes that you get for accessing the server directly for processing your jobs. So if you go with the free plan, you'll only get 0.5 hours and that's it. So a couple of minutes only. If you get basic plan, you get approximately 3.5 hours. Standard plan gives you 15 and pro plan gives you 30. The second important thing to remember is the relaxed GPU time per minute. So as you see, there are two different ways you can run a job in Midjourney. Either you can send a fast job in which it will cost you money and the job will be processed much faster, or you can go with a relaxed job where the algo might take a little bit more time in terms of minutes, but the job will be completed and you will get the results. So as you see, in free plan and basic plan, you don't get any relaxed minutes. So essentially what it means is that even for basic plan, you can only run 3.5 hours of GPU minutes to generate images. So if you go above this, you'll start paying by the hour and it's going to be $4 per hour from there on. So right now my plan is standard plan, and this gives me 15 hours per month of fast minutes, although I've been finishing them pretty fast for the past 3-4 months. But the idea is that I have unlimited relaxed minutes. So there is a setting in Midjourney which we will cover next in this module, that you can switch between fast job and relaxed jobs. So on relaxed job, it takes a couple of extra minutes, but my prompts get ready, and that's how I work. So I would recommend, if you're planning to deep dive into this and use a lot of time practicing with Midjourney, I would suggest you get the standard plan at least, if not the pro plan. In that case, you will get 15 hours per month of fast job, and then at the same time, you'll have unlimited relaxed jobs, so you can run as many commands as you want, and you won't be stuck because of the plan that you bought. Now, another thing to note here is that if you don't buy a plan and you go with free trial, you won't be able to work in your own direct message bot that we saw. What you'll have to do is run in the newbies channels, which will significantly require more effort since the jobs keeps moving around and you'll have to scroll again and again. Another feature of the pro plan is the stealth mode. So right now stealth mode is not available in any of the other plans. So if you're working with something private that you don't want to share with the world and the Midjourney community, you can buy the pro plan and switch stealth mode on from settings, and that specific art that you are creating will only be viewed by your eyes only and nobody would know. So that's another benefit of the Pro plan. Now, maximum queue. So this helps in terms of the number of jobs you're running. So the free plan and the basic plan allows you 3 concurrent jobs, even the standard one, and then 10 jobs will be waiting in the queue. So it will run 3 jobs. Once the 3 are complete, it will run the next 3. Whereas in the fast plan, it will allow you to run 12 jobs, so hence saving you a lot more time. So in this way, these are the different models available. If you want to subscribe, you can either go to your account from midjourney.com and then enter your details, or you can type /subscribe in the Discord channel, just like we type settings or imagine, and we'll cover these a bit more later. And you can pay by credit card. In this module, we're going to cover the basic commands that are available to us at our disposal in Discord, which allows us to explore different features and parameters available and also check our own usage of how much GPU processing power we have left on our paid plans. So let's start with the settings. All I have to do is type /settings and this will pop up. I press enter and the settings would load. Now, there are multiple things mentioned here. The first row shows the different versions of Midjourney model that are available to us. MJ refers to Midjourney. So as the Midjourney was released a while back, they have made exponential improvement on the algorithm to make it better and better and be more descriptive and create better art. So right now we are at version 4 and this is the setting which has been selected by default. Version 3, although all the versions, each time they launch a new version, it's way better than the previous one. There are still some features from the previous versions that are useful in specific use cases. For instance, if you're working with more sort of an abstract arts, I would prefer working with version 3 versus version 4. Plus, there are a few parameters that are only specifically available in version 3 and not in version 4, such as style, which we will cover in one of our next modules. The Niji mode is another version of version 4 that Midjourney has launched, which allows specifically to create anime art. So if you want to create something along the lines of cartoonish comic anime characters, then this is the version that we would need. And it would be really powerful in creating those images. Something that we will further discuss in our upcoming modules. MJ Test and MJ Test Photo are another 2 versions currently available to us to use by Midjourney. These 2 are experimental models that Midjourney has launched to allow the community to test and provide feedback. MJ Test Photo was very relevant before the launch of version 4 because version 3 does not do a great job with realistic human faces. So this MJ Test Photo was slight improvement on the version 3 model. But for now, version 4 does a pretty good job when it comes to even human faces. So there is not a big need for these 2 anymore, but they could be useful in specific cases, which we will cover later in the course. The next 3 options shows the quality that we want to set aside for our model image. The quality parameter basically shows how much time is spent on generating the image. The higher quality settings take longer to process and produce more details in the image. Keep in mind, the higher values also mean they would require more GPU processing time, so a higher number of minutes per job, and therefore will cost more in terms of time and money. Similarly, if I change the quality to a lower quality such as half quality, the jobs will be run much faster and as they require less GPU power to run them. So I would suggest while you're practicing and going along the course and creating your own prompts, you set the quality to half because it will allow more GPU minutes for your practice rounds and learn more. And finally, when you have decided what sort of prompts you're going to create, you can switch to high quality and then produce extraordinary images. The next 4 features talk about styling. And what styling essentially means is the amount of color, composition, and forms that the algo takes into account when producing images. The Midjourney bot has been trained to produce images which favor artistic color, composition, and higher fonts. Now, it influences how strongly this training is applied on that specific prompt. So a low stylization value produces images that closely match the prompt and are less realistic. But if I choose a high stylized value, the image that is created are very artistic, but the drawback is that they might be less connected to the prompt at hand. We will further discuss different options of styling in one of the next lectures. The next 3 options available are upscales. As we discussed in the previous lecture, we can use these U1 to U4 buttons to increase the resolution of one of the 4 images that has already been created for us. Now, what this regular, light, and beta upscale allows us to do is to create upscaled images of different variations. So, as I showed you, when I did the upscale, the final image that was created after the upscale had more features and more description in terms of the artistic things added to the photo compared to the original image which we saw on the grid. On the other hand, if I use light upscale, it's not going to add that amount of detail and description in the image, and it would only modify the image moderately for my upscale version. Whereas in the case of beta upscale, it will add no further details into the image and create a higher resolution image, which is exactly the same one that we saw on the grid. We will further cover these in one of the next lectures, and I will show you exactly how these different features work and how the outcome will be different based on the parameters chosen. The next thing here is public mode and stealth mode. So anything that you create using the Midjourney algorithm is open to public and the community can see it from your Discord channel. If you don't want to share your results with the community, you can use stealth mode. But keep in mind, the stealth mode is only available on the Pro plan. So if I click stealth mode here, it will give me an error saying your current membership plan doesn't include private mode. Upgrade your plan at this address. So I have a Pro plan. If I upgrade to the highest advanced plan, then I can have this feature. Last but not the least is the remix feature. And the remix feature, when activated, will allow you to change the behavior of the variation prompts under the image. When remix is enabled, you can edit your prompt during each variation. And in this way, it allows you to create different images by going back and changing the initial prompt that you wrote. Last but not the least are the 2 different modes that the algo allows us to use in terms of how fast we want the result. Fast mode and relax mode. In fast mode, we are using the GPU power assigned to us by the Midjourney algorithm based on our subscription plan. Let's say I want to create images for free and I don't want to use the amount of GPU minutes that I have left in my plan, then I can switch to relax mode. The only drawback of the relax mode is that it will take more time for the images to be created, but it will result in cost savings. So as part of the course, is time is not a huge concern for you, I would highly suggest that you change quality to half and put it on relax mode. In this way, you'll be able to create images at a fairly fast pace at the same time without losing a lot of GPU minutes. In this module, we will see how to check how much GPU minutes have we used from our existing plan based on the subscription we have bought. So all we have to do is type info, and this command will pop up. I press enter, and it's going to load and show me the details that I'm looking for. So this is my login ID that I'm using for this Discord account. My subscription plan is standard, active monthly. It renews on this date. My job mode is fast, which I assigned from the settings. My visibility mode is public. And basically this is what we're looking for, which is the fast time remaining. So I have consumed 12.5 out of 15 hours of fast time that I was assigned for this month. It also shows you some extra stats like lifetime usage of fast and relaxed. Sorry, not fast, of overall and relaxed. So I've created almost 850 images utilizing 12 hours, out of which I have created 251 images on relax mode, which amounts to around 5 hours. So this will help you keep track of how much GPU minutes you're using, and at any time if you think you have utilized your space too much, you can switch to relax mode, because then it won't cost you the fast time remaining. Plus you can also reduce the quality to half, which will then ensure that you don't use a lot of your GPU minutes. So make this a note. Make sure after every couple of days you check your GPU processing minutes left, and you work your way accordingly moving forward. In this module, I want to dive a bit further about different ways to use Discord and how emojis by themselves can be a useful tool when it comes to using Midjourney through Discord. Now, there are three essential different ways in which emojis come into play. The first one, which we slightly covered in the first section of the course too, is the use of emojis to send images to our personal bot channel. So if I click on the emoji reaction available here, it gives me a list of all the emojis that are available. Now, if I click on the mail one, it will tell me essentially two things. First, it will send the image to my private bot channel. So I would see that image reproduce over here in my bot channel. So you see I received one new message, and it is the image that I was sending to my mail channel, private channel. The second way that this could be used is to get the job ID and the seed number that was used to create the image. Now, seed number can be very useful when you want to create further images using the same contrast or recreate the existing image in the exact same form again. This is something that we will further cover in our parameters chapter. The other way to use emojis is I can react to an existing image. For instance, I can like this image by using the heart with a smiley face emoji, and then the creator of that image will get a message, you have successfully rated, and the creator will get a message saying that you received a like on the photo. Now, this can be done on the Midjourney as well. So if I go to Midjourney, I open one of the images that I created, and I can essentially go here and assign an emoji to it. Midjourney really wants us to do this because this way it helps the community to grow and figure out which art is being appreciated by the members of the community. And to motivate us to do this, they also give free GPU minutes to people who on a daily basis actively like or dislike different emojis. Now, what else I can do with the emojis is that I can use the emojis to delete an image. So for instance, right now we are working with public mode only, and we don't have stealth mode because we don't have the pro plan. And if you want to create something private that you don't want to share with the community, you can essentially create the image, upscale it, save a copy, and then use this cancel red cross emoji to delete that image from the server. So you see that image that I crossed has disappeared from my Discord, and that is exactly what is expected. At the same time, this image has been deleted from all Midjourney community forums and channels. So now that image is only saved on your PC if you saved a copy. The last thing we can use emojis is we can use them as a prompt as well. So I can type imagine prompt and add an emoji to it. So let's say we go with the cute puppy emoji. Now I expect Midjourney to create some sort of a dog in the image. Now what exactly the prompt is being interpreted as by the Midjourney algorithm, we would know as the image is being created. The image has been loaded, and now you can see in the grid that it created a cute puppy or a dog from the emoji that we provided as the prompt. To summarize, we can use emojis in 3 different ways. We can either use them as a prompt to create the image, we can use them to send something to our private channel by using the mail option, or we can delete an image from our Discord and the Midjourney community Discord by using the cross button as the emoji. And lastly, we can use emojis to appreciate others' works by liking them, by appreciating them, and in that way we can also earn some extra GPU points for fast